Girlfriend, 19F. Just told me, 20M. I fell in love with her, fake personality. I, 20 male, was talking on the phone with my girlfriend, 19F, of 7 months and I'm blown away by what she said. A little over 7 months ago, I fell head over heels for her golden personality. She was really funny, quirky, smiled, got along with everyone, made lots of friends, etc. She always made my day and I was over the moon when she asked me out. The first 5 or so months was mostly all this. But these past 2 months have been pretty rocky. She gets upset a lot and sometimes even cries. When we're together sometimes it's enough to make me tear up too. She nitpicks every single thing I do now. Especially the tiny things, at least they're tiny to me. She'll be upset the rest of the week if I say, love you, instead of, I love you. Stuff like that. I'll admit that I can be a little dumb at times and forget these little things. But then she holds it against me for weeks. Today I asked her what I could do to make her feel better. I do this a lot lately, and of course she gives a nitpicky thing I did from months ago and blows up on call. I told her I missed the old way she was and she just snapped back telling me that I fell for her fake personality, and that she wasn't really like that, happy and fun, at all. That she was just making that whole person up and being all happy and fun and exciting wasn't who she really was. Is this a red flag? I don't even know what this means because this is my first relationship. I really do still love her and I want to make this work. She's drop-dead gorgeous and I think about her every day and night. I really hope she is just upset and didn't really mean that. But I meant it when I said I missed her old personality. How should I approach this? Too long did not read. My girlfriend of 7 months used to be really happy. Recently she's super down and nitpicks everything. She just told me I fell for her fake personality and is actually really sad all the time and faked being happy. I want her old self back. Help sad face. I'll update this if I get any replies. Well, it seems like it's mask off. She hid her true self until she couldn't anymore. What she basically told you is that she tricked you so that you'd fall for her. Now that it's been a while, her actual personality is coming through and it's not good. It doesn't really matter why she admitted that. What matters is that you're finally experiencing who she actually is. You don't like who she actually is. Walk away. A lot of people taking what she said at face value. What if she's self-destructive? What if she's going through a lot of shit right now and this is her falling apart at the seams? Ask these questions first, at least. She sounds super insecure. Is this a red flag? My guy, this flag's redder than the Soviet Union. 30 years marriage, F56M57, ending. How to tell grown kids. I, 56. Very recently discovered my husband, 57, has been having a full-blown, double-life, affair, for the last 10 years of our 30 years of marriage. I know it's over between us, but I have to consider certain business things before it becomes public. The issue I am struggling with is my grown children. They don't live with us, or in the same town. One actually lives quite some distance away with his own family. One happens to work in the family business with my husband, but from a distance he works from his home. They are both in their late 20s. I guess my first question is, if you were one of my children, how would you want to hear about this and how much would you really want to know? Also, would you be upset if you were not told for a certain period of time before the truth came out? My husband has always been to some degree their hero. We have a large family gathering in a month that I've been planning for quite some time. All of us were going to converge on one location as a family, which hasn't happened for quite some time. I am trying to decide if I cancel everything and let them all know why via phone calls, or if I pull my crap together and tell him he's got to pull his crap together and we fake it for a few months. I know that faking it would be best for him. Between work and getting to see his children one last time before they know what a liar he is would work out fine for him. But this isn't about what's best for him, or even for myself. I am only concerned about what is best for our children and what they would want me to do. While I am extremely angry with him and upset about everything he's done, I don't want to do anything to damage his relationship with our children. If he has to suffer consequences, it will only be because of what he has done, and I don't want to add to their pain. Too long did not read. How to tell grown children about their parents' long-term marriage ending. I am 33, so around the kids' age. Just tell them. They are old enough to know what's going on, if they don't already. Tell them ASAP and tell them the truth. That's it. He did this to himself and he will have to pay the consequences. Do it before he tries to control the narrative. Call them on a group call and be honest. Your husband had an affair. you found out and you are divorcing him. Do it now. They are all adults and whatever relationship they have with him going forward is up to them. I would tell them now. Don't sugarcoat it, but don't embellish the circumstances. Just tell them the facts and let them decide on how they individually respond to their father. You don't owe your ex any protection from their reaction, he brought this on himself. My 24F roommate, 22M, eats a lot. I, 24F, have two roommates, 22M, and 26M. One of them, 22M, is my cousin, and he eats and drinks a lot. But it's a tricky situation because I don't want to tell someone to eat less than what fills them. I care about him but he's a little sensitive so I don't know how to approach this issue. He eats 6 eggs in one serving. I'm lactose intolerant, he drinks regular milk, but finishes my oat milk and not the regular milk. Finished half a jug of iced coffee the same day I bought it. It's getting a little frustrating and I don't know how to approach this. We split groceries 3 ways, and I cook for all of us. I'm okay with doing all the cooking. Dinner is never a problem because I make sure we all get equal portions. The problem is, any snacks, quick foods or juices, milks, iced coffee we buy to last, is gone within 1–2 days. I tried buying larger portions, like a gallon instead of a carton, but it barely helps. He does pay his 1/3 of groceries as soon as asked. But I only ever get to have 1 serving of anything and then it's always out. I know it's him because he's always been like this growing up and because the other roommate is usually at work, and he has noticed this too. Suggestions? Edit. Let me add on for more context. The other roommate, 26 male, is my partner and he helps me cook. Cousin, 22 male, does dishes. I'm okay with the dinner arrangement. I wouldn't feel right leaving cousin out from dinner and only cooking for me and my partner. There was one time that my cousin cooked, but he left the stove fire on so him in the kitchen does give me some anxiety. Stop lumping groceries together and make him buy his shit. I know you don't mind cooking, but he can cook for himself. Roommate meeting. Bobby, you are eating like 50% of groceries, not 33%. So we think it's fair that we adjust the grocery cost split to recognize that. Is that cool with you? 1. That's rude AF. You don't just eat or drink other people's stuff, even if you're cousins. 2. He eats more, he buys more. He wants snacks? He buys snacks. You want snacks? You buy and hide snacks. He clearly sees no problem with stomping all over boundaries. Talk to them and consider individually buying snacks and drinks. Then continue to split the other groceries. You should stop splitting the grocery bills 3 ways as your cousin eats 3+ times more than either of you two. If dinner food is distributed equally, only split grocery bills 3 ways for dinner ingredients only. Make your cousin pay his own stuff when it comes to snack food or beverages. If you can, get a small used fridge for your own snack and drinks and keep it in your room. My 19M friend with benefits, 18F, is lying about not knowing the language I speak. I met her one night in the club and from the start she said she is a foreigner and can't speak the language of the country me and she now lives in, so we speak in English. The part of her being a foreigner is 100% true, but from various occasions and from various people I discovered that she actually speaks my language without a problem. Even the local slang and shit you can't learn via dictionaries etc. We are really close, she knows my family, we cried together, she told me really private things etc. She is, at least from what I know and what I verified myself, completely honest with me with everything except the language thing, and she seems to try really hard to mask it and lie about it. She is not using me for anything and actually cares about me. She would ask me to translate songs and many other things for her, yet I know and I heard that she understands damn well. I am not hurt about her lying, it is actually pretty hilarious, but the question why is always in my head. Just what reason a person would have to lie about this in a long term? Thanks for ideas. Just what reason a person would have to lie about this in a long term? Try to ask her maybe? My guess, she said that in the beginning to act cute and vulnerable and get your attention. She likely didn't realize you might end up long term. Now, it's too late for her to admit it. Ask her in your language. Who cares? You're FWB, not boyfriend, girlfriend. She's probably insecure about how she sounds speaking the language. I speak French, but if someone asked me if I spoke it I'd say no because I sound like an idiot speaking it.